What sounds better? Tidal MQA or Apple Music? Now, I'm a long time Apple Music subscriber, and I purchased a cool product which does hardware decoding of MQA. And since I have my old setup and the new unit I bought, which is our end A10, I was able to compare both services and to hear the difference and convince myself if the investment is worthwhile. In one hand, the Apple cost of Apple streaming service, which is around 13 Swiss francs, and Tidal, the high five Tidal subscription costs around 19 Swiss francs per month. So I compared both of them, both services, purely based on the sound quality, and here is my thoughts. First of all, let me introduce you to my setup. Now, this guy is name amplifier, pre and power amplifier, name XS2, and I had this unit, and this is my old setup. Sonos Connect, Code Hugo 2. Sonos Connect is streaming Apple Music, because that's the only non-Apple product that can stream Apple Music, other than if you use an Apple device to do AirPlay, but that's not very good in sound quality wise. So I've been using Sonos Connect connected to Code Hugo 2 DAC over optical connection, and the two white analog cables are going into one of the aux 1 channel of the name preamp. So that is what I had, and this one, look at this, that's our end A10. Now the guy, I will make a separate video about this streamer and music server. It's a very great product, I must tell you. Our end makes some really good products, and so today is about the comparison between Apple Music and the Tidal MQA. Now this setup, this will cost around Sonos Connect used or brand new. I don't know if they sell it brand new now. You can buy around 300 Swiss francs. And this guy, called Hugo 2, will cost around 2000 Swiss francs. So together, it's 2400 Swiss francs. And the interconnects, I use some 400 francs interconnects. I'm not sure what the brand is, but they sounds really good. So, and this one, this unit alone, our end 10 costs around 5,600 Swiss francs. So there's a great difference between the two setups, and but there are some cheaper options to play MQA over Tidal. But I tried few of them, and the sound quality wise, it's not that big issue, because I really like this Code Hugo 2, sound of the Code Hugo 2, and this one, the built-in DAC of this unit, to my ears sound equally good as Code Hugo 2. So that means I can get rid of these two and replace these two with our ND10, and I'll keep my name XS2 as my preamp. So what I did was, now I purely wanted to know if my investment on our ND10 sound wise worthwhile. So what I did was, here you can see that same song from Dana Carr playing on Apple Music. Now this is Sonos interface. The song playing on Apple Music, and the same song I'm playing on our ender. Hold on our ender, right? So now this is, as you can see here, that's an 24-bit. You can see that MQA related. That means it will play this 24-bit 192 resolution master track as it is, right? I wish if I can, my audio equipment, I mean my microphones and everything is good enough to so that you could hear the difference, but also because of the copyrights restrictions, I cannot record the audio track. But anyway, you have to take my word for this. There's a huge difference. I mean, if I play the same song over Sonos, there's something missing. I mean, it sounds really good. Don't get me wrong, but the subtlety, the bass, and the highs and the mid-range, playing the high-resolution track over our ender has totally different sound character to that track. You can hear the cymbals, you can hear the separation. There's airiness between. I mean, I don't have there should be what do you call the correct words for describe the sound character of a sound, but to my ears there's a difference between these two. So for me, the investment on our in the A10 and so that I need to have Tidal subscription is worthwhile if you appreciate the difference, if you appreciate good quality, good sound quality, right? So the other thing, of course, you can. The other thing I tried was, I must mention that as well. To be fair, the Sonos can play Tidal. You can play Tidal hi-fi over Sonos, but and the same setup, Sonos, Code Hugo 2. But there, the difference between the Apple Music and Sonos, Apple Music and the Tidal Hi-Fi, I couldn't hear much difference between those two, right? So that's the reason why I wanted to try a unit that would play MQA and high resolution files, right? So yeah, so that's about it for this video. What else? So I just want to compare the sound quality of these two services, and why I think I should get rid of Apple Music and subscribe to Tidal. But I must tell, there are certain things that I have to sacrifice because Apple Music, they have a huge library. You find almost all the songs I like in Apple Music. The Tidal library is growing, but not up to the quantity-wise, not up to the level of Apple Music. And that's one thing that I have to sacrifice. And the other thing is the integration of the Apple Music. Like if you take this unit, iPhone, to connect it to your car with this made for iPhone certification. it will as soon as I switch the source in for example in BMW, you switch the source from radio to external media, it will automatically start playing from Apple Music, but there's no such tight integration to Tidal app on iPhones. So there's some minor stuff, and of course, if you use the Sonos app on the iPhone, then you can control you can skip tracks, you can control the volume of the Sonos from your Apple Watch. I mean, there are certain things that the Sonos have implemented really good, and with the cooperation between Sonos and Apple Music, it has, I mean, none of the other streamers and apps has that capability, as far as I know. I mean, being able to control the volume of Sonos and skipping the tracks from your Apple Watch. I mean, that's a huge benefit if you're a fan of such stuff. You know, it's all about the convenience and user experience. Now, our end is a Korean company, and they do their hardware really good, but I have to split this video. I will do a separate video about this RN A10, but for now, this is a keeper because I really like the high quality MQA music playing over our end, and of course, I thought until up to now the Chord Hugo 2 is the best sounding DAC for me. I have tried so many, but this one is really good, and it's not that portable. I mean, it is a portable DAC. It's a built-in there's a built-in battery, and I mean, so that it is meant for portable, but it's a little bit on a large side portable. So it was mainly my desktop DAC. So now, and again, I mean, you didn't have to consider a separate power, I mean, high linear power supply for this DAC, you know. But you have to make sure that you ground it properly, because if you connect this DAC to the charger while listening to music, there is some static noise, right? So you have to ground it properly. But apart from that, so by having our A10, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of Sonos, less clutter in the setup, less wires, just two analog connection to this and two power cable. That's it. And yeah, I really like it. Thumbs up for the A10. Right. This video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, I will make a separate video about the A10, and see you on my next video.